Hello everyone, my name is Wolf and welcome back to another video of the Farming Simulator roleplay. I'm back again with my friend, and today I finished selling the bales. Wasn't very profitable, but we keep struggling with our tractors to get that hay done. So I have decided to buy an attachment, because this truck has about 800 horsepower, so it's enough where I can now run the PTO with 800 straight horsepower. So that should be more than enough. It's a truck. Worst with worst, I put some weight in the back and be good to go. But yeah, so we're gonna get back into it. We're not gonna mind the fact that he shouldn't be driving down the road in a combine. I don't know what he's doing, but it was funny. Anyways, let's get back into it. Head back home and see if this truck will spin the PTO. Shit, it's got a PTO driven to the drive shaft, so I'm hoping it works. Again, we also have a failing turbo, so last thing I want to do is push too much pressure on this truck. But money's low, and we don't really have a way of making too much money, so we are going to do with what we can. Well, it looks like we did finish baling it all, so let's hook up the truck now that we got the PTO, and we're gonna try to rake up the rest of what we got. So far, PTO is working. Let's see if we got the power. We should. Actually, I should say, let's see if we have the pulling capacity. I'm confident we do. Oh, yeah. Oh, and I can still go so much faster. That is lovely to see, considering how slow we were going before. I mean, that's working a lot more, like a lot nicer. No struggle, nothing. We don't really have a whole lot left up here, I don't think. Not that I can see, at least. I mean, there's not really a whole lot left. Like, I think as for this stuff, I'm not really worried about it. Maybe I'll grow the land back. We'll make our roads and stuff, and maybe someday we'll pick it up. And we might put it in a pile. This stuff's just grass. believe he said I could pick up the bales and everything. So we'll bring this over to his house and then we'll tender everything. I mean, this is probably the first time anyone in this county has seen a truck with a PTO rear end. But that's what I gotta do until I get one of the bigger tractors up and going. Not sure which fields he's been cutting. Never mind, I see the fields. Oh, looks like he's already started baling. That's an awfully good sized baler. Wouldn't really matter though, because we don't have a trailer for that one. Well, it looks like everything's already pretty much raked, so he said I could bale, so I'll go get my baler. He can pick up his bales because I got no way of transporting those. And then I'll grab my trailer. And then hopefully this truck can run that baler. This will either work really good or it will blow up my entire vehicle. Alright, let's get the baler. And let's get the trailer. Alright, everything's all hooked up. We're now gonna head back to his property, start baling. Kinda curious to see if we can run this baler or not with this truck. Alright, so it's working. Now my baler's not as big as his baler, but for a baler that we found, that he fixed up, it's pretty good. So we'll run it for a bit, so we can afford a much bigger one. Sadly, with the truck, it's hard to do these tight corners. I mean, we don't go super fast with the bale running, but that's enough for it to steady pace. We're not losing any power, so it's working. I am learning that this baler and that this, like all this, is just very terrible. The trailer pulls against the side, meaning it's not really going to bale straight. I think I will sell off these bales and possibly talk to, what's her name, and get myself, see if I can take out another loan or such. Maybe get a big one, like a grant, because the inspector guy that came to look at the house before they condemned it and tore it down said I might be able to, as it was so old and everything like that. It was unlivable conditions, so I might do something like that, and then yeah, sell that and get something. Oh, there's my neighbor with a different colored harvester. Possibly get something slightly new. I bet you he doesn't even know I have a PTO in the back yet. I mean, from this point, it looks just like I'm just pulling a trailer. So, you would never really know, but I can't wait for him to know. I'll have to go finish baling what I did over at his place, but in order to do that, I gotta get something that works. So, I will have to call and make sure I can get what I need for that loan, because I'll take out a high one, because I want to get that house built or planned, because it's gonna cost money. I know he just fixed up this baler and everything, but it's honestly, it's not a very good baler. Especially since I have a lot of torque to where I can just pull it. So I'm pretty much just pulling a rig that's breaking. I'm gonna stop and at the shop. I might give him a message, my neighbor there, see if you bring a tractor or something to pull my bale loader. I'm just pull up my phone. Probably shouldn't text while driving, but gotta make stuff do. Alright, I'm sending him a text, seeing if he'll bring probably a decent sized tractor. I don't really know what it's gonna take, just to transport it over to his house at least, or to the fields. Alright, I have sent a text message, and now I'll actually have to purchase. So I told him I would meet him at the shop. I'll say I gotta purchase it first and see if I can take out a massive loan. But since I got that grant contract, you know, it's time to say goodbye to the old equipment. But honestly, these are having more issues than they're worth. Like, it's a crappy system. Like, because once that trailer gets weight, it's pulling against this bar, which can bend that bar. But now I'm no longer driving straight because it's already sideways. So we're going to sell that. Alright, we'll go talk to her about possibly getting a bigger loan. I'll fill some paperwork out. Seems I have a decent enough credit score. I'm able to take out a lot. Of course, the interest rate will be insane to pay back, but I don't know, it's worth it. So we'll take as high as I can, which means over time I'll be paying for a lot. But I'm sure I could do side jobs and everything once in a while. Alright, now let's look at some nice balers. Now we don't need to spend an absolute ton on balers, but we'll take a look and see. I mean, this one's quite nice. type of baler do I want? I might do a round one. Now, we don't need anything ridiculously expensive. It might be one, I might have one of the biggest bales. Is this? Yeah. Alright, that's bought. And now I need one that can hold... Well, probably that at least. That's a square one, I believe. We do have a round one. Yes. Alright, that's quite a bit of money, but needs to be done. I'm not sure if he's close or not, but I will hook up to the baler and make sure that my PTO can spin it. And we're gonna pray, and I mean really pray, that my turbo don't blow. Alright, let's hook her up. I don't even feel the weight on that. Alright, let's take a look here. I mean... That's cool that it wraps the bale too, which is perfect. Because I can make silage, which should sell for... I think if I check, I think it sells for more. Let me just bring up the website on my phone. It does. You can hear the turbo. I think one of her fans might be broken, or fins. And this will be my bale loader. So according to her, this can hold 24 bales, which means my PTO is going to make bale and use the wrapper. So I am probably using a good 100 to 200 horsepower just to run the baler. Howdy, neighbor.
Howdy.
You like my new baler? It's got a baler and a wrapper combined in one.
Yeah, she's a nice one. I got your text message. I don't know if this tractor's gonna pull or not. I've got my other tractor hooked up to something already.
Well, all we need to do is bring it to your property, and then I can pick up the bales. I can run it with my truck. I don't know if you've seen yet.
Okay.
I don't know if you've seen what my truck has yet.
No, I haven't.
Look behind the truck.
I see that.
So that old baler and that trailer, so when the trailer started getting heavy, it started pulling on the arm, so it was now going sideways, so it wouldn't pick up straight. And as I was going around your field there, it literally went sideways and jammed the thing, so I kind of got sick of it. So I bought a straight baler, plus silage is almost $300, I think. Was it a liter or so? So like this, it's perfect. It'll make the bale I need, it will wrap it, and it should be good. Like these,
That's a big baler. That one's bigger than mine.
I don't really know if I'll need it much. You could borrow it any time, and wrap it. But I also thought, hey, eventually I'd like to get some cattle. So I thought, well, they're gonna need silage, so this will do it all for me. Plus, it might make me some profit where I'm a little bit low. Also, I was able to take out a massive loan, slightly about $500,000. So when I'm done the bales and sell those, I can probably spice up my property a little bit and actually get the blueprints for the house built and everything. And I want to kind of get all the land around that area kind of cleared again, like clean slate grass and everything, and get the roads put in, because it's just a mess. Plus, we kind of tore up it with the tractor, so I'd like to redo it and actually have a proper road.
Whenever we get back over there, I'm gonna grab one of my trucks, come and grab one of these headers. If you want to grab the other truck, we'll get these headers back, so that way I can get the harvester stuff set up.
Oh yeah, I'll pull it with my truck. As you can hear, the turbo's it's going, but it should, I'm crossing my fingers that it will be alright.
Yeah, just gotta take it easy on her.
Look at this new equipment. I mean, his tractor looks so clean. My truck is just, she's filthy. But I mean, I don't have a pressure washer. And I mean, every time I think I'd wash it, the amount of dirt and mud that are now on my property, like, it just, the tires are definitely digging. I'm glad I at least got new tires for the truck. But I don't know how, with doing a lot of highway driving and a lot of heavy hauling. So I might start wrecking the rubber decently. But we'll head to his property and we'll get these baled. I don't know if it's I mean, all it's gotta do is run an arm to pick up bales, but I'm pretty sure when that's full of bales, I don't think it's gonna be able to pick up anything or drive anymore. That's a pretty small trailer. The truck, I think, will be able to pull it. I mean, I was planning on doing that anyways. I'll see if I can pass him. All right, I'm gonna go to the road and drive to his property because that's where we're going with these trailers. And then eventually I'll clean up the rest of my property. Like I said, I am just going to have them kind of do some calling them to have them do some landscaping around the tractors. It might actually, they'll probably clear all the grass and stuff too, but it's just I need a nice kind of clean property. Like it's a disaster with all these tractors and stuff that we had running on it. The ground's tore up. I mean, it was soft from all the grass, so I mean, I'm not angry at it. It's just, yeah, there's some work to do. Plus, I gotta get a house built, possibly a shop. Keep the stuff out of the weather, so that I can avoid these incidents. All right, I will actually start in front of his tractor and baler. Oh wow, my baler is much bigger. And normally I wouldn't stoop to having something this fancy right away. However, I figured if I keep getting older stuff, you know, like for the tractors, it's got to be that way for most of the equipment. But I figured he can use this baler when he needs and everything. And I don't know, it was less than 100 grand, and it had a bale wrapper option. Like honestly, it's pretty good. Plus, there was always a saying, "Go big or go home." And at this point, I need to make some profit. So maybe this will help. I'm hoping because it costs a lot. Worst comes to worst, I can always sell the equipment, but this is just nice, right? You know, it's brand new. It didn't cost a lot, so I can just hook it up behind the truck and go until I have something to pull it. Of course, most of the tractors there on that property probably won't be able to pull this, but where I saw how much hay and stuff he had, and where he probably wants to start planting again. I mean, he's gonna have to cultivate either way, but he's probably gonna want, you know, all this gone as fast as he can. So a big baler would just it would just future for my fields. I got some pretty big fields, and this might be okay. Oh, I'm hearing a beep. I think the baler's almost full. Let's see. I'm kind of curious what's gonna happen. I don't think I've ever seen a baler wrap its own stuff. We gotta see this. All right. Oh, I didn't wrap it. They're supposed to wrap. Did I do something wrong? Um. All right. We'll try it again. Let's try a smaller size according to the panel, which means the bale trailer might mess up, but he might have a front end loader. Probably just drop that bale in the back of my truck. Supposed to start wrapping the bale, but it didn't. They didn't really give me instructions on how to use this either. They kind of just gave it to me. Alright, it's almost full again. Let's see if this time maybe. Um, oh, wait a second. It's not going to do. I don't know. I thought I was going to do silage. I need grass for that. This isn't grass. How about having a blonde moment? I mean, she's working pretty good.
Alrighty. Let's go grab these headers.